Okay, good morning. We are opening up the FY2025 funding for the first public hearing for Cuyahoga County. And my name is Kelly Glenn. I am the administrator for the Housing and Community Development Department. We also have DeRay Broadus. She is the Development Housing Specialist. We have Katie, who is the Katie McNear, who is the Senior Development Housing Specialist, long name, and some members of our audience. In addition to that, we have our consultants, HP group. So we're going to insert them into the agenda after I talk about the history of block grant, because we are here for our 5-year comp plan, which is going to be from 2025 to 2029, and our first year action plan. Okay. So our community development block grant program is started in 1974, so that program is 51 years old. To be eligible for community block grant money, you must meet one of 3 possible objectives. Low moderate income benefit, which those are the activities that directly benefit low to moderate income persons or an area, like a neighborhood or a designated improvement area. The other objective could be the elimination or prevention of slum and blight. And these activities address suffering, substandard housing, inadequate infrastructure, and other conditions that negatively impact the community's health and safety. Also, the third one is an urgent need, and that's generally some type of disaster, maybe a tornado hit, maybe it could be an extensively bad hailstorm, flooding conditions. That's what, but usually with the urgent need, the government or the state determines that it's a urgent need, and those people get assistance through, they can apply for assistance through block grant funds. Cuyahoga County generally receives over $3 million just in block grant funds alone. Some of the projects that Cuyahoga County has completed in the past or currently: playgrounds, street improvements, home repairs, housing plans, fair housing counseling, foreclosure, demolition, senior programming, sidewalks, or improvements to neighborhood facilities. The other funding that Cuyahoga County receives is home dollars. And HOME provides grants to state and local governments to create affordable housing for low-income households. So home assistance is targeted, ensuring that the program serves the affordable housing needs of families who most urgently need it. Cuyahoga County generally receives over $2 million in these program funds. And HOME only has 4 types of eligible projects: rental assistance, which is generally tenant-based rental assistance; down payment assistance; homeowner rehab, or rental rehab. And Cuyahoga County participates in all 4 of those programs. The third type of funding that Cuyahoga County receives from the federal government is HESG, which is the Emergency Solutions Grant, and H stands for HEARTH. And I believe that's named after an individual. Who that individual is, I don't know, sorry. These funds assist persons with quickly retaining stability and permanent housing after experiencing a housing crisis or homelessness. And generally, Cuyahoga County receives over $300,000 in this type of funding. But what Cuyahoga County does is we give our HESG funds to the Department of Homeless Services to distribute to homeless shelters across the county. And I will pass this along, my mic along to Rick Sika. He has a PowerPoint presentation regarding the 5-year plan and the 1-year action plan. And then after that, I will have DeRay Broadus come up and talk about the muni grants and applications.
Thank you, Kelly. I'm Rick Sika. I'm a project principal with HP Group. We're the consultants helping the Cuyahoga Urban County, as well as other members of the Cuyahoga Housing Consortium, complete their 5-year HUD consolidated plan that's going to go in partnership with their submission to HUD with the 2025 annual action plan. As Kelly mentioned, the 3 grant programs that the county receives funding from through HUD, the CDBG, the Emergency Solutions Grant, and the Home Investment Partnerships Program. And the home program is administered locally by Cuyahoga County, but it's a joint consortium consisting of the urban county, meaning the 51 smaller suburbs in the county, plus Lakewood, Parma, Euclid, and Cleveland Heights. Cleveland and East Cleveland are entitlement communities and receive home funding directly from HUD on their own. And along the bottom part of that graphic shows how HUD's planning documents have evolved over the years as well, and how the consolidated plans are now done in an electronic submission to HUD. This is a map showing the 51 urban county communities in the lighter color, with the addition in the 4 dark, the other 4 communities in the dark color for the Cuyahoga Housing Consortium. So once every 5 years, HUD says, take a step back from what you've been doing on an annual basis and take a look at your community and take a look at the bigger picture and the trends that are occurring. So the 5-year plan is a planning document that describes the housing needs of low and moderate income residents, outlines the goals to meet those needs, and discusses resources available, and projects it over a 5-year period. The annual plan, which you'll be hearing more about in a few minutes, is a discussion about how the current year's actual allocation from HUD is proposed to be spent on various specific programs and projects. So the HUD funding is directed to assist low and moderate income persons. So what does that sort of mean in terms of actual dollars? Well, in our area with the multi-county MSA that the Census Bureau collects data on, for a family of 4, the area median income is about $97,000. So that means that for a family of 4 that is extremely low income, meaning less than 30% of that amount, that's $29,150. So that's basically, if you think about it, if someone works 2,000 hours a year and is earning $10 an hour, that's the income level for that, for a family at that level. The low income, meaning between 31 and 50% of AMI, is $48,600. So that's someone who might be earning just under $25 an hour for a full-time job. And moderate income then for a family of 4 is at the current annual ceiling is $77,750. So those are the amounts vary slightly based on family size, but those are the income ranges that funding from HUD is focused on assisting. So the content of the 5-year plan, the process section, it's discussing with private, nonprofit, and public agencies and organizations to better understand the specific populations and the programs they're currently providing. The document also outlines the citizen participation process that's being followed by the urban county during their steps of public hearings and comment periods. The document also then looks at needs assessment and a housing market analysis. So what are the characteristics of the general population, the housing stock and the housing market, the housing needs of low and moderate income person, the needs of homeless persons, and the needs of homeless persons with special needs. To HUD, the special needs population is a specific list. It's elderly, frail elderly, persons with physical disabilities, persons with developmental disabilities, and victims of rape, stalking, date rape, and trafficking. The strategic plan portion of the document outlines local priorities and goals for housing-related programs based on the trends, discusses anticipated resources anticipated to be available over the next 5 years, and the institutional delivery structure for those programs and activities. The 5-year goals for Cuyahoga County are going to be within 4 overarching kind of categories: improving, maintaining, and expanding affordable housing, revitalizing residential neighborhoods, providing needed public services, and increasing economic opportunities. Now, those are very broad at this point. Then specific projects and programs all fit under that. And the reason that this is kept at a very general level is that that gives the urban county the most flexibility in placing programs under that, or if new programs are developed, they will fit right under those 4 categories. And that's the end of my presentation. So am I handing it back to Kelly or over to Daré? Okay, the next speaker will be Daré Broadus.
Thank you, Rick. Hello to our audience. Thank you for coming out. And hello to everybody that is online virtual. Hi. We have some exciting changes for our 2026 CDBG Muni application. The application itself, the way that you're going to fill it out, well, the content itself hasn't changed, just the way you're going to fill it out and deliver it back to me. It's all web-based now. So we have a new web-based application, Neighborly software. And so starting tomorrow at 8 a.m., the application will be live online, and it will be due back Tuesday, July 15th at 4 p.m. Now, there's a caveat with this new system and new way. There is no deviation from the deadline. So I do not control it. You cannot submit your application to myself at 4:01, 4:02, 4:03. It must be in by 4 p.m. I would just tell you guys 3:59 because the system automatically shuts down. It will not accept your application. Today, this afternoon, I will be sending you a link. This link provides you a way to register to do this application online. Once you register, I'll get notification, make sure you're in there and everything is run smoothly for you. You will not be able to start the application today. So I know that you're going to get eager and want to play with it. It's not going to work. It's not going to work until 8 a.m. tomorrow. It will work for you. Again, as usual, I'm here for you. Any questions, any one-on-one meetings, group meetings, anything that you need from me, I will deliver to you all. Our hopes is that this process is more efficient and effective. I've tested it numerous times. It seems very user-friendly. So I'm excited. I'm excited to work with you guys and launch this new application. So again, thank you. And I'm going to give it back to Kelly Glenn. Oh, okay. And one more update for 26. No more paper applications. Reimbursements. We already said applications. Reimbursements. So you'll be submitting your financial reimbursements through the same software, through Neighborly as well. So once that is launched and ready to go, again, I'll give out training, send out manuals on how to do our new reimbursement process. Okay. Thanks. No, it won't. So this will only affect 2026 and forward. So anything that's already been submitted to our department and myself, I'll be processing the traditional way that we've already been doing it for the past few years. So there won't be any changes for anything currently. So again, 2026 and forward. Okay? All right, no problem.
Okay, thank you. So we're just trying to make things more user-friendly with how we're doing things now. The neighborly software, we got it last year, but we just had some glitches, and hopefully everything is cleared up now so that we won't have those problems. And it'll make it much easier for everybody to do your applications in neighborly and submit your reimbursements. So at this time, I would ask, are there any other questions regarding the public hearing and what was presented to everyone today? Any questions online? Nope. Okay, if there's no other questions, this concludes our public hearing for today. And the next public hearing will be Wednesday, May the 28th at 10 a.m. at the same location, but you also have the option of being online on YouTube. So I thank everybody.